Good morning, church. Today we're on Psalm 85. And just to give you a little context into this psalm, we don't know for sure, but this psalm could have been written during the period of exile, the Babylonian exile. This chapter begins by remembering how God acted in the past. The psalmist says, "Lord, you were favorable. You restored. You forgave. You covered. You withdrew. You turned from your hot anger." And then in verse 4 through 7, the psalmist desires to see God do this again in his day. And so he prays to God. And notice in verse 6 that his prayer is an expectant prayer. He has recalled how God acted in the past, and he says, "Will you not revive us again?" And don't we need God to revive us? Don't we want to see God's work of revival in our own lives, in our families, in the life of our church, in our community, and all over the world? And think about this. How does revival actually happen? We know that we don't make it happen, that revival is a work of God. I love how Sam Storms puts it in his book, Pleasures Evermore. He says, that sinful habit you struggle with daily, that low-grade addiction that keeps you in the throes of guilt and shame, that inability to walk with consistency in the things you know please God, ultimately will only be overcome when your heart, soul, mind, spirit, and will are captivated by the majesty, mercy, splendor, beauty, and magnificence of who God is and what God has done. Hope you enjoy Psalm 85 today.